Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode 12 of this Rams franchise. Now, it's been nearly 2 weeks since I last played, as I've actually been in America watching the Eagles play. So let's have a quick rundown of what happened in last episode where we demolished the Saints 55-13. Our rookie quarterback Devin Hopkins couldn't have had a perfect start, to be honest. 3 touchdowns, 252 passing yards with 0 interceptions. He played brilliantly and is going to be the franchise quarterback we have been after. However, I can't forget the day that Emmanuel Wiggins had 32 carries, 289 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry with 3 touchdowns. This guy is an absolute monster. He's 23 years old. He's going to be a 99 and an X Factor very, very soon, hopefully. And then Trey Selby, the guy we got to replace Wiggins. He's the speedy, quick guy. 3 carries for 33 yards, 11 yards a carry. So our running back room is secure until the end of the franchise when we win the Super Bowl. I'm very excited to see what Wiggins can do. Receiving wise, Jalen Waddle had a day proving himself as a number 1 receiver. 109 yards with a touchdown. Cousins are amazing young tight end, 75 and a touchdown, and Quez 42 yards with a touchdown. We are going to be drafting a wide receiver in this upcoming draft. Yes, we got the quick, speedy guys, Watkins, Waddle and Hardman, but I would like to get a big physical wide receiver to sort of go with Cousins, our big tight end. It's been nice having the 3 speedy guys, but it'd be good to have someone either who can run some really good routes, being a playmaker, or being a big physical wide receiver. But we'll see in the upcoming draft. Defensive wise, our defense is pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing how they can develop. We are looking to be a very scary unit. We are away to the Seahawks, our divisional rivals. Let's have a quick scouting of their team now. So I don't know who their starting quarterback's going to be. Is it going to be Geno Smith or is it going to be Zach Wilson? We'll see when we get into the game, but I'd imagine it'll probably be Zach Wilson with Geno Smith being his backup. In this universe, Zach Wilson hasn't developed. He's not that good, so we've definitely got the upper hand there. Running back, Kenneth Walker, X Factor. We're going to be seeing a lot of him for the next few seasons, I'd imagine. He's the best running back in the league. But Emmanuel Wiggins is closing up to him and is going to give him a run for his money. But yeah, Kenneth Walker is going to be trouble. Wide receiver room still led by DK, superstar, 28 years old, 94 overall. With Jackson Smith and Jigba, also superstar, being his backup, wide receiver 2. But overall, these two, it's going to be a good matchup against our secondary. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. Tight end, they've still got Noah Fant, who's a speedy tight end. So overall, paired with Jackson Smith and Jigba and DK, the receiving core is not too bad for the Seahawks. Offensive line, Wilson, left tackle 85, left guard Parham 76, centre Grant Roach 81, right guard George Cunningham 77, and right tackle 83. So pretty solid. Just noticed that Lucas is actually out injured, so their right tackle. The right tackle will be Manu Batista. So overall, their offensive line is pretty good. Hopefully, they should do a good job in protecting Wilson or Smith, but hopefully we can get past them. Defensive wise, Jerome Jones 79, left defensive end and right defensive end. Menu is injured, so Connor is going to be starting 73. Our offensive line should be able to do pretty well against Connor and Draymond Jones there. And DT is Milton Williams, 79. I'm not going to be too worried about their front 3 there. The linebackers, Adofiowe 81, middle linebacker Jordan Brooks, a very solid middle linebacker 85, and right outside is Nick Benito. I'm not worried. Their offense is a lot better than their defense. I don't have to worry about that. And their corner room, Witherspoon is an X factor, and Tariq Woolen is there as well. You know, the very, very quick 98 speed, 97 acceleration. He's going to be keeping up with Waddle or Watkins or Hardman, whoever he's going to be on. I'd imagine it'll probably be on Hardman, as Witherspoon will be locking down Waddle. Corner room is not too bad. I'd say it's actually very good. You know, probably the best cornerback pairing in the league, potentially, Witherspoon and Woolen. We'll see. And safety room, 81 Quandre Diggs, 80 superstar and Johnny Griffin, who's a very good backup, and strong safety Jamal Adams. So their corner and safety room, top notch, might be the best secondary in the entire league. So it should be a very interesting matchup as far as these teams go. Let's get into it though. Week 2 against the Seahawks. Let's smash them. So they are being led by Geno Smith. Let's see what he can do. I probably would have preferred to go with Zach Wilson if I was the Seahawks, but Wilson, obviously they don't like him too much, so Smith is keeping the starting job as they open up with Kenneth Walker. Being an X factor, he's going to be dangerous going forward, but hopefully we can get him here. Nice. Can we get an early 3 and out? I would very much enjoy it if we can do that to Seattle at their home, and we can. See you later, Kenneth Walker. 3 rushes for 8 yards. You have been well and truly contained during this first drive. Come on, Devin Hopkins. Can you continue to have a very good start? Trey Sylvie giving the ball first off, 4 yards, tricking him a little bit. Wiggins still isn't in the backfield, which is he's not injured, as to my knowledge. Hopefully, you know, even just being rested a little bit wouldn't be too bad. Hopkins, though, we're able to get the first as he completes his first pass of the game to Trey Sylvie. There he is. Wiggins is back. Had me worried a little bit, but now he is lining up in the backfield. Love to see another monster game from him there. Hopkins unable to get the completion. The dive there, I thought that was going to be caught, but guess not. I just want Wiggins to get the ball just any time he's on the field, as he's not going to get it this time. Pass for 9 yards there by Hopkins. 3rd and 1. This is prime Wiggins country. Let him get the first down. Big 1 yard. We need it. Give it to the big boy. Come on. Hand off to Wiggins. There we go. And he's unable to get it. I was hyping him up and he isn't able to reach it. 4th down. Punt the ball away. Couple of disappointing drives for both teams there. Giving the ball back to Walker, who gets stuck behind one of his offensive linemen, only able to gain 2 yards. Probably could have gone a little bit better if he didn't just run behind the massive dude. We'll get straight into him. But what are they going to do here on 2nd and 8? Back to Walker again. They are relying on him, and it's not hard to understand why. Proving why he is the best running back in the league there. Having to face him 2 times a year at least is not something I'm looking forward to. Hopefully he gets traded away or doesn't sign a new contract, because it wouldn't be nice facing him all the time. As Geno Smith gets his first completion of the game. 2nd and 3 for Seattle. What are they going to drive up here? Another pass for Geno. And easy. Noah Fant able there to gain a nice 20 yards. Seattle in our territory for the first time. Is their drive going to stay going? 1 yard there for Walker. Able to stop him just a little bit there. Ernest Jones with the tackle. Walker is already tired. He's going to be coming off the field. Come on, big hit on him here. Get the fumble. As he jukes out a couple of our guys. Able to get forward for 8 yards there. 3rd and 1. I'd imagine Walker is going to be out of the game. Yes, he is. But it's good news for us that he's already fatigued. Means he's not going to be able to be on the field for every down. Can Seattle get the 1 yard? I mean, it looked like they were going to get it, and the receiver just didn't grab it. I think that may have been JSN, I believe, as Seattle are attempting the field goal. So Seattle were able to convert their field goal. Can we have a much better second drive now? Give the ball to Wiggins, who gets spear tackle forward for 3 yards. I just can't get over last week's performance. 289 yards on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns. You know, obviously that's not going to happen every week, but already he is lead candidate for MVP. Little play action to him. Hopkins going downfield, unable to convert though. Again, I'm not expecting a 250-yarder, 3 touchdown performance from him either, but it was a very good start to his NFL career and well on his way to winning Offensive Rookie of the Year as he gets I don't know how that was able to get caught there by Waddle, but I'm not complaining. We were looking at going 3 and out, but a nice pass and catch there. Can we at least match Seahawks with the 3 points? Hopkins able to find Quez there. Hopkins is proving already he's looked to be the missing piece that we needed at quarterback for this rebuild. Not only can he punish them with his legs a little bit, but he's also got the throw power. Only 94 throw power, or 93, but that is good enough and it can definitely be improved upon as he is young, plenty of time to get better. Wiggins needs to improve though. Selvey is in at the minute. Hopkins goes downfield. I love him. I love him already. Waddle seems to love him already. That's 2 touchdowns in 2 games for the connection of Waddle and Hopkins as Waddle gives his trademark celebration. Beautiful. Geno and Seattle back on the field. Can they get some points as Walker has a nice opening gambit of 7 yards there. Well on his way to having over 100 rushing yards on the field. 38 yards already and it's still in the first quarter, proving some of these rushes were not able to contain him as he finds another big hole. Their offensive line, I did say, was very good. It's a very solid unit and that's going to help Walker with him being a 99 X Factor running back. Leaning on him again, I imagine he's probably going to be fatigued a lot this game if they continue to lean on him. Slow to get up though, but still on the field. What can Seattle do here? Is yet another run and another big gap for Walker to run through. 11 rushes, 60 yards. He only had 80 last week, and he is already nearly at that, and it's the first quarter. But he is breathing hard. Are they going to rely on him again? They are, but we are able to get to him. And he's fumbled. That's what happens. He was fatigued. He shouldn't have been in there. We're able to knock the ball out and get the ball back for us. It will be a booth review. Was he down? I was unable to see. Yep, knee is down before the ball came out. Seattle are going to retain the ball. That is a shame. Good effort though. We may not have got the ball, but it was still a massive loss there by Walker. 2nd and 15 for Seattle. And it's going to be an even longer 3rd and 18 now after that sack. Let's not let them convert here. We know it's going to be a pass. Can we stop them? And we are unable to get in there. Morig with the break up there. We're getting the ball back. Let's get some points. Come on. What are we doing for this first attempt of the drive? And it's going to go into the ground. 2nd and 10. Selvey is in the backfield, not Wiggins. We're not going to be using him though. We are though. It's a screen. Can he get the block in front? He can indeed. That's what Selvey is going to be used for. Some nice quick screens and some speedy run plays. Wiggins is back though. And the ball is not going to be handed to him. It's going to be a play fake. And it's going to be fantastically caught there by McCole Hardman. Already into Seahawks territory. Hopkins is looking every bit like an NFL veteran already, and instead of his second game, already up to 124 passing yards, and we're in the top end of the second quarter. Wiggins is back out. Are we going to hand the ball off to him? We are indeed. Oh, he pushes that defender aside. He is a powerhouse at the running back position. 3rd and 2. Let's keep this drive alive, boys. Let's not get off the field here. Give off to Wiggins, who is able to get the hard yards. Average isn't too great. Doing what we need him to do, and getting the tough first downs. Back to Wiggins. Only able to get 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Selvey is in the backfield now. Not that we're going to need him. Not this time, as Hopkins is able to get it over the middle to Hardman, who holds on for it. We are in the red zone now on the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Hopkins is able to get to Cousins. Finally getting the big tight end involved. We need to get his X factor going for 4 yards there. Selvey stood in the backfield as Hopkins. He had the ball in his hands, but a very good break up there by Quandre Diggs, leaving us 3rd and 6 at the 13-yard line. What are we going to dial up? Hopkins is going to get sacked. 4th and 17, field goal time. The field goal by Jake Elliott was good. We moved to a 7-point lead over Seattle, who are giving the ball back to Walker, who is unable to do anything. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. We're able to stop him there. Although they do have the rattled O-line. The home team has trouble blocking, which is the Seattle. So that hopefully should come into play, as Swanson is just unable to get to Gino. You saw him get past the blocker and was about to take down Gino, but Gino was able to throw the ball away at the last second, otherwise Swanson was going to get his sack. 3rd and 10. Was Gino be able to cook up? He's not able to cook up anything, as we force Seattle to a 3 and out. 1st and 10. What we're able to do, give the ball to Wiggins, who had a nice little gap to push forward for 6 yards. I would take 6 yards every single time if I could, but that is not possible. Wiggins gets the ball back again, cuts back to the left, able to get 1 yard, but overall a bit disappointing. Milton Williams with the stop there. Let's not go 3 and out. Let's not do a Seattle. Wiggins is on the move. We know it's going to be a pass, but is the pass going to be completed? And no, it is not. Back-to-back 3 and outs for both teams. A bad punt goes out on the 29-yard line, giving Seattle okay starting position. Walker gets forwarded for 2 yards. Obviously, it could have been a lot better, could have been a lot worse, but punter should really be getting it a lot further than the 30-yard line. Going to be a screen pass, but Gino is unable to get it away in time. Potter with the big-time sack. Unlucky for Gino. The screen pass was a fail. What can they do here on 3rd and very long? Big toss downfield. That really should have been intercepted. I mean, I'll take it, but that should have been picked. What a shame. But we get the ball back. 3 and outs in a row. Can we buck the trend? We start on our own 38-yard line. Selvey with the handoff, using his speed to get forward for only 2 yards. I personally thought that was going to be a little bit better, but oh well. Selvey stood in the backfield. Wiggins is still taking his rest, as Hopkins is going to keep the ball on himself, and he's able to push forward for the first down, gaining 8 yards. You know, he's got a bit of speed, not plenty, but he's got decent acceleration and okay speed. That's what he is. He is an improviser. He will do that every so often, but hopefully we won't see it too much, as Wiggins can only get 1 yard there. But we do have that in our pocket if needed. And for a nice solid 8 yards that was by Hopkins, I'd take that once a game, that'll do. Keep Seattle earnest. as Hopkins is able to find Cousins. 3rd and 3. What are we going to cook up here? Hand off to Wiggins, who is unable to get the first down. He is stopped. 4th and 2. 2-minute warning, punt the ball away. It's a fake, and it doesn't work. Oh, I love the balls, the effort on that, but not good enough. Seattle get the ball in a solid starting position, but I love a fake, even if even in real life, even if the team does it against me on Madden, it's always fun to see, as Seattle are running no huddle. 2nd and 7. Gino with a nice completion over the middle to JSN there. Clock is ticking, they're just inside field goal range here. Gino Smith's going to run for it. Can we tackle him? No, we cannot. Nice slide and a nice gain of 7 yards. All 3 timeouts still for Seattle. They are thinking touchdown. They have enough time to get it. They use their first one there as they are at our 24-yard line. Switching up the play. What are they going to do here? Come on, Gino. All the time in the world. And that is a good break up there by Tyson Campbell. 2nd and 10. If we can maybe get a little stop here, that would be fantastic. Wide open in the middle of the field. Seattle at the 8-yard line. Come on, boys, let's get into his face. As he runs around, does a 360. And Morig able to do a little push there, but the ball had already gone. 2nd and goal. Walker had the open space, gets the ball, gets the touchdown. We have 18 seconds, all 3 timeouts at our 19-yard line. What are we going to do? We're just going to run the ball and imagine we'll just see, no timeouts being called. Second half, we get the ball. Tied game here in Seattle. We had a good couple of opening drives. Can we get back to it, as toward the end of the first half, we looked a little bit lackluster, as Wiggins is currently looking with 12 carries and only 31 yards. We need to get him firing. Stick to the passing game. This is where we've been having our success, and that continues as Hopkins is able to pair up with Hardman for 45 yards in the game in total, but 3rd and inches. Maybe try draw him offside, or just give the ball to Wiggins, who's able to get it. That is his job. Big boy, give him the ball, let him get the hard yards. A new set of downs ensures that we won't be going 3 and out in this opening drive of the second half. Giving the ball to Wiggins on a stretch play. The missed block there. I believe that was Higbee. Tyler Higbee missed the block. That could have gone for a lot more. But oh well. Nice solid 4 yards. Giving the ball back to Wiggins, who gets the blocks this time. Unable to get the stiff arm, but that is a solid little burst there by Emmanuel Wiggins. I'm surprised Selby's not been brought out yet. There seems to be a bit of a running back committee at the minute. Wiggins is a big, powerful truck animation. Unfortunately gets injured, though it's not showing too much of it there, so hopefully it's not too serious as he hobbles off and sits down on the bench. I don't think that looks too bad. We should hopefully see him back in the game pretty soon, as Trey Selby now taking his place. Hopkins is unable to find anyone there. Didn't seem to be anyone near that pass. 3rd and 5. Come on, Hopkins, find someone. No. Waddle there with the dive at the bottom of the screen, but we go off the field here. Now that is how you punt. We criticised his last punt at the 29-yard line. We got them down to the 1-yard line this time. Going to be very difficult for them to escape, hopefully. as Walker was only able to get 1 yard. 2nd and 9 on the 3 now. Come on, contain him, get to him. He was able to get forward for a few yards there. But ideally, getting them off the field here would be fantastic. 3rd and 2, no Walker in the backfield. It's going to be a pass, and it's going to be an easy completion there to Noah Fant. 1st and 10 for Seattle at their 22-yard line. Come on, let's get some pressure to Geno. Otherwise, he's just going to be able to make good throws like that. 9 for 16 and 99 yards. The yards aren't too great, but he's beginning to get some confidence now. So that's a nice sack would be pretty good. As Walker just runs behind his man for a nice 7 yards. In the first half, we were getting some good pressure to Geno. That's not really looking too good so far, as Walker just gets past 2 defenders easily there, continuing to dominate us on the ground. Yeah, we had 2 sacks in the first half. We had a couple of pressures as well, but so far after that, it's not been too much lately. As it looked like that was a nice easy completion, but a good break up there. This is going to be the one. I can feel it. There's going to be a sack here. Maybe not. A good stop though. Walker unable to get 2 yards. He is dominating us up to 84 yards on the ground. But getting off the field here, we need to do it. Come on, Walker in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Get to him. He's running, and there he is. We are able to get another sack. Sharif Avril getting in there and taking down Geno. Wiggins is still out. Sylvie is the man in the backfield who gets the ball. Unable to really do much with it though. He's been quite disappointing, only of his 3 carries. But Wiggins is still out, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully the injury isn't too bad and we will see him back on the field soon. Hopkins is going downfield. There is a flag. Hopefully maybe roughing the passer. We'll see. It's going to be pass interference. Thank you for those 3 yards, Devin Witherspoon. 28 yards forward. Thank you very much. Because that pass wasn't going to be completed and we were going to be looking at a 3rd and 10. But now we are much further up the field. Fresh set of downs. And a nice grab there by Waddle, pushing us forward even more. Into Seattle territory. Hand off to Sylvie, who isn't going to be able to do anything there. Oh dear, oh dear. Where is Wiggins? We miss him. Although he wasn't exactly setting the world on fire. It's like we just have to focus on throwing the ball this game rather than running it. As bit too quick there. Hardman with the drop as we are looking at a 3rd and long. What are we able to dial up here? We can dial up that. That is brilliant. Touchdown number 2 for Jalen Waddle on the game. That is what we needed on 3rd and very long. Can Seattle reply with some points of their own? They're going to Walker, and he is not able to do anything there. That may have been a bad play, however, he has had his way with us so far. 84 yards on the ground. He is proving to be, you know, that's why he's the best running back in the league. As DK completely open for his first catch of the game, 17 yards. Moving the chains forward for Seattle and being a good reliable option there for Geno. Same again, no one near DK. What is going on? Unable to cover him. Luckily he's not been doing this for the whole game, otherwise the situation could have been a lot worse. But DK proving why he's such a good safety blanket for a quarterback. However, they're unable to make it 3 completions in a row. Can they give the ball to Walker now, or is it? No, it's going to be another pass. 4 in a row for Geno. Come on, what is that? We had him scrambling. 3 guys are about to take him down. Noah Fant Just be like, oh, you know, over here, I've got no one near me. Very bad coverage lately for our cornerbacks. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. It probably should have been. Geno is just dicing up our secondary at the minute. Seattle had a very, very good drive so far. Is it going to continue? Only 4 yards there for Jackson Smith and Jigba. 3rd and 6 for Seattle. I'm very disappointed with how we've made Geno look incredible this drive. As it's going to be another pass. No, we're going to hold them to a field goal. Some points here on this drive is essential to put us up to another 7-point lead, or even, you know, another touchdown would put the game not beyond reach, but would look very good for us, as Wiggins is still out, which isn't great. Hopefully we'll have to see maybe on the injury report after the game to see how bad it is. Just seeing that lovely superstar behind Hopkins would be great, but as the game wears on, probably looks like that's not going to be possible, as Hopkins is able to get another first down and another connection with Jalen Waddle. This is back-to-back 100-yard games with at least one touchdown. If we can continue a season like this, Waddle might go back to getting a superstar back, which would be very good for us. Obviously, I'm not expecting 100-yard games every single game, but if we can get the yardage, you know, for the end of the season up to, you know, 1,200 with like 10 touchdowns or something, that might be good enough to get him back up to a superstar from a star. As McCole Hardman gets away from his man and is a nice completion and good yards after the catch. You love to see it, especially with Hopkins running around like that. I thought maybe that's just going to be a throwaway, but little did I know, Hardman was there for a nice gain, and 93 yards on the game. Selvey with a nice 7 yards there. As long as we don't do anything silly, we're coming away with points. Hopefully 7, but you know, 3 would be nice, but 7 is the goal, obviously. As Zeke, our 3rd string running back, with no gain there. But I forgot we had him on there on our roster, but he is there to be a mentor to provide extra XP. Normally wouldn't see much of the field, if any at all, as Hopkins gets sacked, and we go from a 2nd and 3 to a 4th and 14 and a field goal. Another made field goal there by Jake Elliott puts us back to 7 points clear of Seattle. Now a quick 3 and out would be fantastic here, as we nearly got that. Swanson was a second away from taking down Geno. And unfortunately though, able to get a nice completion there, getting them already over midfield and into our territory. Marino Cropper with a 33 yards on that catch, as Walker just is able to do Walker things. Up to 91 yards on the game, 1st and 10. 2 plays in a row, and Seattle are already in field goal range. Can we do anything to slow them down here? Yes, we can, as Swanson gets through to record his first sack of the game, which is what I've been after. His X Factor is lit up. You love to see it. Can we get 2 in a row? I know I'm being greedy there. I shouldn't be asking for another one. Smith able to get 8 yards back. They are 3rd and 10. This isn't 4th down territory yet. They will take a field goal if they're unable to convert here. Geno Smith is running. Can we get to him? Oh, the dive nearly completed there as they take a field goal. After their made field goal, we are back to only a 4-point lead. With just over 7 minutes left, let's maybe do some runs, drain this clock, get toward field goal range and get back to 7 points, forcing them to get a touchdown. With Wiggins still not on the field, I think it's safe to assume he is out for the game. Just keep giving the ball to Selvey, who can hopefully drain this clock down. 3rd and 1. This is where we're missing him. Let's try and get a nice completion here. Or to give the ball back to Selvey, who is able to get the first down. We've already drained a minute off the clock. Let's keep that going. Cohen and Hopkins, we need you. We'll also take that by Selvey. His average has gone up a little bit. It was looking horrendous. 2nd and 6. Bit of a play fake. There we go. Waddle yet again. He is approaching 150 yards with the 2 touchdowns. He is truly our number 1 wide receiver. 164 yards on the game. He is that guy. Want to get him up to superstar again. That would make me very, very happy. Selvey gets the ball. Pushes forward for 2 yards. Nearly 3 minutes off the clock we have taken. Just keep giving the ball to Selvey now. 3rd and 2. 2 yards to keep the ball going. 2 yards to keep the clock going and us going forward. You love to see it. Watkins with the grab. We are at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Do not do any passing attempts here. Just keep running the ball. We either get the touchdown or we take this clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning. There's no point in passing. Just stack the box. Bring out an extra offensive lineman. Another tight end. Just give the ball to Selvey. Higbee on the move. Oh, delay of game. Come on, that is criminal. Maybe should have used a timeout there, or just did a play that didn't take 20 bloody seconds to start. Man in motion, giving it to Waddle, Hardman even, who loses yards. That's fine. Takes us down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal at the 9-yard line. Didn't need to be a pass. Bit of a shame there. Should have just run the ball. Made Seattle burn a timeout. Come on, use your coach not using his brain properly there. As we take a field goal. Seattle have 1 minute 50 and all 3 timeouts to score a touchdown. Maybe it should have been 2 timeouts. That should have been picked. Unlucky, very good effort. But they should have had 2 timeouts left if we ran the ball there on the final, on that 3rd down, rather than the pass. That was a very good effort. I think that was Tyson Campbell with the diving breakup. Should have been picked, but I will not complaining. As Seattle 3rd and 6. They use one of their timeouts. This, if they can't get here, it will be 4th down attempt. Smith is running, and and he gets the completion. That is a very good throw on the run there to DK Metcalf. A shame we couldn't hold them, but we'll have to do better. Keep him inbounds. The clock will tick as we are approaching 1 minute left. This is getting very tasty. They get the completion, they stop the clock, but it's only for 1 yard to Kenneth Walker. Come on, let's get some pressure, let's get into Geno's face, let's make him throw a wayward pass. Which looked like that was going to happen, and maybe could have been picked. Stop the clock for them. 3rd and 9. Come on, let's do something big here. Let's get an interception. Quick little dump off to Kenneth Walker. 4th and 5. This is the game right here. Well, it's not the game, but if we can stop them, it is game over. We are unable to get the completion to Noah Fant. It was quite high. He's a big boy. He was able to grab it. Clock ticks. They're on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Quick little throw as they use their final timeout. 2nd and 2. No timeouts remaining. Oh, nearly get to him. And the pass is broken up by Campbell. Third and 2. Go on, a sack ends the game, which we nearly do. Gino has to scramble. He has no time to do anything. We nearly get to him. 4th and 2. Come on, boys. Do not let them convert. Do not let them score a touchdown. As they do convert, but that's going to be game over. We win. We are 2 for 2. It was a bit of a scrappy game, but we get the victory away to Seattle. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Devin Hopkins, 315 passing yards with 2 touchdowns. Still no interceptions. Fantastic game by him. He might be a rookie, but he's playing with the poise and the effort of someone who was a veteran. I'm very happy with him so far. Wiggins was quite ineffectual, only 3.3 yards a carry with 54 yards and no touchdowns. Selvey was also a bit disappointing, but he got a little bit better toward the end. Receiving, Waddle had a monster game. 2 touchdowns, 164 receiving yards. Hardman also had a very solid game. Only 4 receptions for 93 yards. No touchdowns for him though, unfortunately. We had quite a few tackles for loss. Tavon Horn, Sharif Avril, Pat Baker all pitching in with 2. Swanson and Potter with 1. Sacks wise, Sharif Avril also with 2 sacks with his 2 TFLs. And then 1 sack for Swanson and Potter. However, the most important thing is what happened to Wiggins. We know he got injured late first half. We didn't see him for the entire second half. How bad is the injury? Hopefully it's not horrendous. We don't want him to be out for weeks. But let's see. Injury report. Oh, it's not there, which means he should be back for next game. Let's see, shall we? He isn't on the injury report, which means he will be available for this home game against Dallas. We will be playing that. We've started 2-0. Let's see if this run can continue. So that will be next episode. Goodbye.